Let's see. Hello, and a very good evening, and welcome to another episode of Know Your Coach. That's what I'm calling this series, where I'm going to be interviewing a series of coaches, a lot of coaches, those who I know personally, those who some I don't even know personally. I'm going to interview them, and today I have a very special guest. He's going to touch upon a topic that's very, very sensitive. It's money, and he's Mr. Dinesh Kumar, and he calls himself the Money Mentor. He is the Money Mentor, and he's helping people achieve financial independence, financial freedom, and achieve all their financial goals. And we are under a common mentor. That's how I came to know him. But we've connected a few times, and I think we resonate on some values, which is why I thought it's very important for me to bring him here. This is just the second interview in the series. So, welcome, Mr. Dinesh. How are you?
Hi Vinay, I'm good. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. And I hope everything is clear, like audio, video, all is clear.
Yes, all clear.
Perfect. So those of you who are watching live, type hashtag live, and those who are watching is as a replay, type hashtag replay in the chat box, in the comment box. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. We'll be able to see it and answer your questions. Okay. So Dineshji, before we get into the details of what you do, I just see, since I am a mindful health coach, this is the first question I have for everyone. Like, what do you think is the impact of mindfulness in a coaching practice? Like for a coach, what is the impact of mindfulness? If you can just throw some light on that.
Okay. From what I understand about mindfulness, it's that one has to be mindful. The practice of being mindful, that is mindfulness.
Yeah.
And not just as a coach, as a human being, being mindful is very important. It's very helpful. So that's what I will say. Because what happens is that we start doing things just out of habits or just in a reactionary way, and we keep on going in loop,
Hmm.
and the patterns keep on happening in our life. People get tired and they are not able to break out of that patterns, so they keep on repeating the mistakes, they keep on repeating those things, and at times it becomes very frustrating that what am I, people don't realize, and that's being not being mindful.
Hmm.
Once one starts being mindful, one starts seeing, okay, where I'm going wrong, where people are like not resonating with me, and what I can do, where I can change my certain things to break this pattern. That's what being mindful is. And I can understand if other people are doing it, but as a coach, it becomes very much important, because if we have to guide others, first we have to be ourselves conscious and being mindful.
Yeah.
So that's what my take is.
Perfect. And the amazing session that we attended yesterday by Karthik Mukherjee, I think he focused on only this one thing. Please think about what you are doing, how you are going to improve. It was a lovely session. I
Think
was,
and keep simple. Like we have lost probably touch with very simple and basic things. We are thinking about systems, this thing, that thing, funnels, and LMS, and so many things we are focusing on, but we are not focusing on the basic art of conversation, basic art
yeah,
of how to build connections and relations. Because social media is just another medium. Earlier people didn't have much this technology like in our childhood, so we used to go to each other's homes and have conversations. After that phones came, and we start having conversation on phones. So internet and all this what we are doing right now, it's just a conversation we are having, so it's just another medium. So why make such a big hoopla about it? No, do it this way, that way, and getting into technology. Just having basic conversation is enough to build connections and relations.
perfect. I mean, that's so rightly said. I remember people even asking for templates about how to start the Facebook conversation. I mean, what do you need a template for? It's a human being. You just say hi and you start talking. So
Hi, and have some conversation, just like you have having conversation. Ask questions, get
yeah,
answers, and be curious to know about other person. Be curious, and if you have something more, try to give. If other
hmm,
person is offering something, take it and have a healthy exchange. That's the only thing that's required to build connections and relations.
Perfect. I think
We
people
have made it
go
very complicated.
because we are going in with some goal. I think that's the problem. We are going in with some end result in mind that ये आगे जाके होना चाहिए, which is not how conversations happen. That's not how networking happens. So
Yeah,
good.
then
Let's.
people realize it. People see that okay, you have some agenda.
Hmm.
They realize it, and then they start like feeling okay, he has come for some agenda. This person. If we go
Right.
with an open mind, and that's why like I liked simplicity about Karthik, what he was saying. That okay, like just try to solve problems of other people, and money will come, and everything will come by itself. Like if you're, why will people not come to you if you are solving their problems?
Right. So simple, right? And we were all typing in the chat box, Balbon, Balbon, Balbon.
Yeah,
Oh, that
because
was.
at his age, the kind of clarity, simplicity, and
Mm.
maturity that he has, it's truly admirable. Because when I was his age, like I was like, oh no, I was a mess probably.
Okay. So I think since you came to this point, this is like the right time to ask you how did your like money mastery journey begin and how has it been going?
Okay, yeah, my journey has been, see, uh, I come from a, like my upbringing was in a lower middle class. It was very simple time those days. Money, my father was in defense, Air Force, and their salaries were not much. Yeah, like I was born in 1973, so my childhood was there in 70s and 80s. And
Hmm.
during that time, requirements were very simple. Having cycle was good enough. Like even scooter was something, Hamara Bajaj type. Like, well, it was a dream. कार तो कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि कभी कार होगी अपने पास में या जो कुछ भी है. Like it was that kind of
जी.
upbringing. So I am talking about once upon a time. Like I'm quite
Hmm.
old that way. So people may feel that okay, I don't know which era I am talking about. So money, but my father was very disciplined coming from defense, and uh, his upbringing, his childhood, like he came from Pakistan, migrated like 47. He doesn't even know which year he was born exactly. So 46,
Oh,
47.
hmm.
But
Hmm.
he had seen tough times coming from Pakistan to here. So that made him very hardened and very tight-fisted kind of, because he wanted to do like everyone, he wants to do well in life, and even survival was a question for him given the times that he had seen. So during my upbringing, I saw that like okay, money is tight and we have to spend very wisely, very cautiously, and at times what used to happen was even basic necessities were like compromised, intentionally or unintentionally, whatsoever. So based on that, I started feeling okay, no, but there were other people in the neighborhood or somewhere like who are doing well. So अंदर से होता है कि like we should also do well. So my mother and father, they taught me to focus on academics. I was good in academics. I went to IIT. I got a job in like a very good job in TCS. So money started coming, but that scarcity mindset was there. I was able to accomplish goals within first 3 years of my career. I bought a house good in good locality. I moved my parents there. That was a good achievement for me. But somehow I wasn't feeling happy. There was always that scarcity mindset. So that mindset is a big thing which I relate to, and it caused me a lot of problems in terms of physical, mental, emotional relations, all those things. And then I got married. I was blessed with a daughter in 2006, and then the mindset came that I need to be more responsible with money. I need to like start planning for her upbringing and all those things. So in between, I was wavering between being too saver initially and then becoming too spender at times. I was like a pendulum, and there was no balance coming. So 2008, I found this book. One of my friends recommended this book, Secrets of Millionaire Mind. That I read, and some of my friends recommended about mutual funds. They were doing something in mutual funds, so I got started in that. So combining all these things, I started small. I started taking steps, got insurance in place and all those things. I started feeling good. Like, okay, now I can get a balance. Being a saver and spender also both at the same time. Because when you have a kid, like young kid, you want to spend a lot for him or her because there is a inner desire as a parent let me give my best to him or her. So I felt like I was able to strike a balance, and other people started taking inputs from me. Wow, what are you doing right? And I started teaching them. So slowly and slowly, I started getting this feedback. Okay, I am giving them good advice. They are getting good results, and I feeling that I am good with money management. So 2008, I started 23, 24 people I coached regarding money management. And
Okay.
finally, last year, I took a call on my IT career because I wanted to do something of my own. I embarked on the money management coaching.
Amazing, amazing, superb. I think many middle class people will really resonate with this journey. But taking that step, uh, leaving a stable job and pursuing your passion, that's something that's really admirable. And that brings me to the next point. Like, what's the inspiration behind the Mega Money Mastery Club? That's what you call your community. So, what's the inspiration behind starting it? As a community, as a club.
Okay. See, I have been like very fortunate, especially during my childhood times. Uh, my best friends were my teachers. They were my best cheerleaders, actually.
Okay.
So I remember my school time as my best time. I was
Okay.
very fortunate. Like, and one of my mentors, I had relation with him for 35 years, and unfortunately, like, I lost him like 6 years back. And but I, I I wanted to be a teacher. Like, I was always a teacher in during my school time also, because I was good in academics. I used to teach my fellow students or even my juniors. I used to teach. So teaching came very natural to me. I know something, I can help something with that. My knowledge, I feel very good about it. So now that over the last 15 years, I was accumulating this knowledge about money management, and I was already sharing that knowledge with other people. I find very like good about it. Like, okay, I'm able to help somebody with that. And so there was this thing, and I in IT, I was trying to do it, like teaching technology to other people and those things, but somewhere that connection was not happening. So environment, culture, corporate culture, it was like restricting me in certain ways, and so that's why the desire was like, and I turned 50 just this like 3 days back. So I felt like now the time is coming. If I don't do it now, I will never be able to do it. So let me take a plunge. And when I left my job in November last year, I knew that I had to teach about money management. Initially, I was thinking of going to corporates, doing it offline way. But then somebody said, "You have such a good experience in IT, so why not go the online and have wider reach?" That made totally sense to me. But I was like camera shy. I never like recorded on camera. And then I came across Siddharth Rajshekhar, and I joined his program. I joined Blair Singer's program, and then it started like slowly, slowly, slowly. I started building confidence, and finally, yeah, like I'm feeling that I'm on the right path now.
Amazing, amazing. That's really awesome, and I can totally resonate because it was Siddharth, because of which even I am here interviewing you today. So the inspiration for many, many, many of us coaches has been him, and the way
Yeah,
he took that decision, and then somewhere all of his students will duplicate his story. This is what I think. Like somewhere taking that plunge, somewhere taking that risk, but of course, if we stay on the path that he has laid down for us, I'm sure all of us are on the right path, right?
yeah,
And
yeah. I agree.
so, how many, like roughly, how many people have you helped so far? Not with this particular last 1 year, but overall with respect to money. If you can just figure out a number.
Yeah. So over last 15 years, informally, I coached around 23 people.
Okay.
Like whosoever I was able to come across in my circle, they would get to know me, and then discussions would come to this thing, market में क्या चल रहा है, and like where are you investing, and being at similar age, for kids, where to invest and how to do the financial planning.
Hmm.
So we will start discussing, and they will realize, okay, yeah, I'm able to contribute into this thing, and then I will start telling them, okay, do this, which insurance to buy, what to consider while buying insurance, which health insurance to. So that way, like I have coached around 23 people in that 15 years IT career. Like actually, IT career is more, but like
Hmm.
15 years, I have coached 23 people. And
Perfect.
3 months back, I launched my digital product,
Okay.
and I just by organic like a way, four people came into my community. I'm working with them as of now, and now
Perfect.
I'm planning to start doing webinars and like take it for wider reach.
Amazing, amazing. So while you were helping all these people, any memorable moments throughout the journey that you would like to share? Any big results, that even shocked you? You taught someone, but they got a result that even shocked you. So if you want to share anything like that, then please feel free.
Nothing shocking because I didn't work on something which is going to go immediate results. And even students who come to me as of now,
Hmm.
tell them like don't expect immediate results. It's a
Hmm.
journey we are embarking on. I
Hmm.
will guide you on that journey. If you stay focused and steady and disciplined, you will get good results.
Hmm. Hmm.
Definitely, you will get good results. Like I don't
Hmm.
need to say it; you will start seeing it yourself.
Hmm.
So no immediate results, and it is a process I was teaching them. And even now, like I teach them a process, my students a process, and once they start following the process, uh, results will come steadily.
Perfect.
So no shocking, nothing. But definitely, for example, one of my students, he joined me 2.5 months back,
Hmm.
and by God grace, stock market has started giving good returns. So he's very happy. But I call it just God's grace or luck if
Hmm.
this thing happens, because in
Hmm.
stock market anything can happen. During
Correct.
COVID
Correct.
times, it crashed, and at times
Hmm.
a lot of people whom I had coached, they came to me, Dinesh, kya kare? Like, what should I do? Shall we sell off? Like, market is going to go to zero. So I told them,
Hmm.
no, no, hold your nerves.
Hold.
It's
Hold.
not the end of the world. And after that, market bounced back, and they were happy. Wow, like, and
Hmm.
since then market has given such good returns, so they are very happy about it.
Hmm.
So staying focused, staying disciplined, staying steady, hold your nerves, and believe, because it's the India growth story which is playing out, and that's
Hmm.
where I ask them to invest in. So have confidence in yourselves, have confidence in India, and that's all.
Amazing, amazing. And you must have been, these 23 people you've coached, but over time you must have been talking to so many others. So, and even through your own journey, are there any, if I can ask you, if there are three lessons that you can think of that really made a big impact on you, then would you like to share them?
Yeah, I follow some of these people, and like one of them is Ramit Sethi.
Okay.
I find his uh, way of talking about money very inspiring,
Okay.
because what is happening is like, what is money? Money is just a medium for us to accomplish a bigger goal.
Hmm.
But what people have done is they have become so much focused about money that they have forgotten about the bigger goal. What is the
Hmm.
bigger goal? Bigger goal is for us to be peaceful, for us to be happy, and money should help us achieve that goal. But since we have focused so much on the medium, the money itself, that
Hmm.
we are compromising our happiness, our peace, our relations for the sake of money.
Hmm.
So it has become the other way around. So we need to remember that our bigger goal is happiness, peace, uh, the good quality time,
Hmm.
etc., with our family, our society,
Hmm.
our neighborhood. And money, if it is helping us in that regard, it's good. If But we should set our priorities right. So that's the main message I try to convey, and that's where mindset comes into play. That I need to be mindful that money is for that purpose, not that like we compromise our, because I see that lot happening in our society these days, that people become so much money focused that they compromise their relations, they compromise their peace, they compromise their health also. In
Health.
our
Yeah.
childhood, we used to learn that like there was a saying, if money is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. And if character is lost, everything is lost. These days,
Everything is
like
done.
people have totally turned it around. Like, if money is lost, everything is lost, and if health is lost, like character is lost, so
कुछ
nothing is
नहीं हो रहा
lost.
है. Amazing, amazing. Any other major lessons from your journey that you think someone who is on their way to approaching financial independence, or someone who is on their way to start their own journey, for example, leaving a job and start their own journey. So any lessons that you think they should know before starting off, then please share.
See, leaving a job and starting this thing is not an easy thing. One needs to be prepared. One needs, because especially if one has responsibilities like family and their child to take care of, or their parents, whatsoever responsibilities they have, one has to be mindful about it. So
Hmm.
uh, don't leave your job just like that. Prepare yourself for it, and I prepared for it. That's why
Hmm.
I was able to take this kind of decision. It's not an easy decision. So prepare yourself for it, and while you are in job, don't forget this goal, because I
Hmm.
did this mistake by myself. While I was doing job, I thought like I can continue doing this job forever. But these days, one shouldn't take anything for granted. Your
Hmm.
job can go at any point of time, especially in IT kind of field.
Hmm.
As one grows old, one can very easily get outdated, and with
Hmm.
AI ML coming, it's very
Hmm.
easily that one can get replaced. Okay, one fine
Hmm.
day it can happen. So
Hmm. Hmm.
prepare yourself, and if you are doing well in job, continue with job. Nothing wrong with that, but have that self realization that one day you may need to. Don't be dependent on job. Make the
Hmm.
job dependent on you. That's what
Hmm.
needs to happen. That they need you
Perfect.
rather than you needing the
Perfect.
job.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you talked about being mindful with money, right? So are there any practices that you follow on a personal level to keep yourselves calm? Because even in an IT job, it's like a high pressure job, right? You need to keep yourselves calm. Even as a coach, you need to keep yourselves calm. So are there any practices that you are following on a regular basis, even if not daily, on a regular basis?
Yeah, I totally understand the stresses and pressures which IT professionals go through. I have myself have gone through, and they had affected me really bad. My health, and even mentally and emotionally, it used to cause a lot of disturbance. So one thing is like spirituality, meditation, they help a lot. And actually, our yogic way of living, yoga people think it's just those asanas and physical activities. Those are yoga. Yoga is much
Yeah.
more wider. Like it includes the diet, it includes the mental part, mantras that used to get chanted,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
meditation. All that is part of yogic way of life. And if
Hmm.
that is followed, it is a holistic way of staying well,
Hmm.
mentally,
Hmm.
physically, emotionally, spiritually. All aspects get taken care of. And unless all four areas are taken care of, somewhere or other it will create imbalance. So
Perfect.
do meditation daily. I have
Very
become
good.
a really writer, and I enjoy playing tennis. It helps me stay like it's like I feel like a child, like playing, because as a child we used to play a lot.
Hmm.
As we grow old, we lose connection with that. And sports is something which gives you entertainment and physical activity at the same time.
Perfect. Yeah.
And after doing a good workout, if you go and eat even like junk food, like I don't recommend junk food, but even if you eat anything, high calorie stuff also, it won't affect you. It
Hmm.
affects you if you are not physically active.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
I do meditation in the morning, and even at night before sleeping, I try to be mindful, like what I have done over the day, how I have been, what my practices have been. So it has helped me a lot staying calm. And for money wise, budgeting, expense tracking, these are the activities I recommend. Like before even teaching investing, these are the things I ask them to, because that will help them become mindful about money.
Hmm.
So
Got it.
anything you want to become mindful about, maybe time management, maybe health
Hmm.
management,
Hmm.
start tracking it, make a tracker of it, and you'll
Perfect.
automatically become conscious and mindful about it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Start journaling
So
it basically.
amazing. There's one question that has been bothering me for some time now, and
Hmm.
uh, this is between being logical and tracking expenses, and
Hmm.
knowing the law of attraction and knowing what you focus on grows. So I wanted to
Hmm.
know your
Hmm.
take on it. Like if I'm tracking expenses and if my focus is on the bills and on the expenses, Law
Hmm.
of attraction says, and many people have told me, like if I'm focused on expenses, my expenses are growing. So how would you strike the right balance? Because you have to track. If you don't track, you are lost. You need to track, but then also you don't need to completely get lost in it. You don't need to completely, attach yourselves to it. So how do you, say we should go about that particular thing?
See, one thing is being aware of what is happening. The other thing is being attached. So one needs to be aware of expense tracking. One needs to be aware of where all my money is going, but don't get attached to it. If you are aware, you will take the right steps. If you
Hmm.
are attached to it, so it's just like goal setting. You set goals, but don't get attached to goals. And
Hmm.
whatever you're doing, and focus on like in Sanskrit we have this shloka, na? Karmanya vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. So Makarm Phal Hetubhu Mate Sangotsve Karmani. Like so one has to focus on the process. So focus on the process, do the right things, do the budget tracking,
Hmm.
budgeting, expense tracking, do the goal setting also, but don't get
Hmm.
overly attached on anything. Just keep doing the right things. And if we are doing the right things, law of attraction will automatically bring the right things to us. Stay in the positive mindset and never doubt yourself. Have self-belief that if you are wanting something, you are able to imagine something.
Hmm.
God will give you, universe will give you capability to achieve that.
Hmm.
And if you don't have feel that don't you don't universe is there to help you. So have that belief, and you will be able to. So law of attraction will work only if you have that self belief and you feel that yeah, it is happening to me, and it will come to you. You
Perfect. I
attract it.
remember. Perfect. Perfect. I remember Tony Robbins' one quote, which comes back to me so many times on a weekly or monthly basis. Every time that I get distracted, somehow that quote comes back to me. He says, "Life is happening for you. Life is
Yeah,
happening for you." So I think what you
if
said
you think
completely
that
resonated.
if you think that life will happen for you, and if you feel that start thinking that life is happening against me, it will have start happening against you. So we attract what we think, like whatever we think we radiate, and things start manifesting according to that.
Right, right. We become what we think about. Earl Nightingale,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, my next question would have been any methodologies that you would suggest someone to start off their journey. But I think you pretty much answered that. That budgeting, expense tracking, and even goal setting. All of these are very, very important if you want to ever become financially free. So, one question here, which I think many people are confused about, very honestly. What does
Hmm.
financial freedom mean?
Okay. See, we have to live a lifestyle, the current lifestyle or certain lifestyle we aspire for in future. That lifestyle incurs expenses.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
those expenses, to meet those expenses, we create generate income.
Hmm.
That income can come from active income or passive income.
Hmm.
People are mostly focusing on the active income. Okay, I will do
Hmm.
this, spend time on this, generate, create these skills, and income will start coming.
Hmm.
But one should start focusing on the passive income sources also, wherein you put
Okay.
one time or for some time effort, and after that you leave it in the autopilot mode, and it keeps on giving you returns. Something like
Okay.
real estate rental,
Hmm.
stock
Hmm.
dividends, or
Hmm.
fixed deposit returns. So those are like passive income sources, or you write a book once and royalty keeps on coming.
Hmm.
So once a stage is reached wherein your passive income sources can more than meet your lifestyle expenses,
Okay.
that's when you become financially free because you don't need the active income anymore. You are not dependent on active income and
Okay.
you are free to do whatever you want to do. You don't have to
Perfect.
work for
Perfect.
money, money is working for you.
Money is working for you. Amazing. Because when I talk to people, this is everyone uses these words: financial freedom. Not many people really understand what it means. So I thought it is, it will be on point if it comes from you, to the money mentor, who explains it clearly what it is. And anyone who's watching this, please understand that whatever expenses you currently have or you desire to have, if those are met without your active income, you are financially free, right?
Yes.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing, amazing. Good. So I talked about victories. I talked about lessons. Are there any challenges that you faced in this journey, and how did you overcome them? Any big challenges?
Challenges are there, like even what I'm doing currently, because 9 months back I was zero on social media. When I joined Siddharth Rajshekhar, he gives challenges like Freedom Finisher is a challenge, and after that, we are currently trying to go for Hall of Fame. That's a challenge. So challenges are always there, and I think, and I have realized now that without challenge, there is nothing. Like your life will become boring and totally drab. So challenges are there, and every day I'm encountering new challenges. Like our mentors are setting up us challenges, running new technologies, learning new platforms, learning new things to do, learning to do marketing, learning to do selling. So there are so many challenges I am facing as of now, and trying to overcome them one by one in the process.
Amazing. I think the word for all coaches, and you can tell me if you agree with this. For all coaches to be successful in 2024, you need to have challenges. That's what
Yeah, yeah,
makes
yeah.
people take action. We
Challenges
both
and
saw
have a
we both saw
commitment.
it
Have a commitment. Yeah.
we
Go
both
ahead. Go
saw it
ahead.
we both saw it when we took up the 7-day FB live challenge. Otherwise, do you think we would be here doing this live? Not at all.
No, no. This
I
is
was
part of
thinking of
like,
I was thinking of going live for 2 years, never did it. And now this is like eighth live in 8 days, 9 days.
yeah. So actually, we used to take like, or I used to take challenges at least like very negatively. Oh, challenge has come. Oh my God! Like now what to do? Now challenges are something which I'm liking. Okay, give me another challenge and I will overcome it. Give me challenge, because challenges have become now like stepping stones to take myself a little higher, higher, higher.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
challenges become like, so many challenges are coming. So better get used to it.
It becomes like a
Start
game,
enjoying
right?
it.
नेक्स्ट लेवल, चलो ये क्रॉस करेंगे, नेक्स्ट लेवल, चलो ये क्रॉस करेंगे, नेक्स्ट लेवल. It becomes like a
Like
game,
a
and
video game.
everyone
Like a video
everyone
game.
loves games. Video game, exactly. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, challenges will keep coming, and I also keep getting reminded of this thing that Soren said at FBR earlier this year. I was talking to him outside in the corridor of Leela Palace. He was
Mhm.
talking to like a few of us, and he said, "See, challenge is like a hurdle, and if you want to win that race, you have to jump over it." It was so simple.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these things, that's why staying in this kind of an environment is like really really important. So
Actually,
Dinesh, this has been,
most of
yeah.
us get most of us get so stuck in comfort zone that we start dreading challenges.
Hmm.
Like when we are doing that IT job or any job, like if regular paycheck is coming, we get
Hmm.
stuck in that comfort zone, and that's what companies are playing the game. Also, they are giving like, okay, monthly paychecks, like keep taking this and stay in the golden cage. So
Hmm.
stay stuck in the comfort zone. And most of people I have seen, like myself included, like I was stuck in that comfort zone, and growth was not happening.
Hmm.
It was stagnating, and
Hmm.
internally everyone feels good, but staying stuck in comfort zone is like very comfortable, but
It's
it is
easy.
very, it's easy, but it is not good.
Hmm.
For growth, you have to come out of comfort zone.
Perfect,
Growth cannot happen staying in the comfort zone,
perfect, perfect.
and for that challenge, overcoming challenges is required to come out of comfort zone.
Amazing, amazing. So this has been very informative, very valuable, and I love your energy around money. I honestly do that because when you're talking about money, you are happy, and that's what I think attracts more of it. And before we close, may I ask a couple of questions about you? Like, what are your hobbies? What do you do in leisure time? You said tennis already. Other than that, what do you like to do in your free time?
So tennis, anyway, I try to play daily as much as possible because it's outdoor sports. Unless weather is not favorable or
Hmm.
due to some commitment, I have to miss. Like that's the only reason.
Hmm.
Otherwise, during summers, I also go for swimming. Like that's like
Okay.
after tennis, it gets so hot. I go for swimming to cool down.
Okay.
Meditation I do daily, and I like listening to old Bollywood music, 70s and 80s. Those times music,
Kishore
I
Kumar.
even 60s. Yeah, Kishore Kumar, Mohammad Rafi, Mukesh, Manade. They are my favorite. Lata Mangeshkar. They are my favorite singers, and I
Amazing.
really like. Uh, Daily I do that, and I like reading also, like self development reading or something. Every day I try to do it at least, if not more, for 15 minutes at least. Consistently, I do it.
Amazing. My next question was, which is your favorite book? Now, I know that the one book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, changed your life. But I want to ask
Yeah,
you, keeping that aside, what's your favorite book?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't read much of money. See, once you have learned these things, after that, you don't need to keep on doing these things again and again. And I try to explore other, and spirituality is another area and I have found this book, Becoming Supernatural, by Dr.
This
Joe
Joe
Dispenza.
Dispenza. Perfect.
And wow, like he has combined spirituality with science, and he has brought in concept of Newtonian physics and quantum physics and combined all those things. And physics used to be my favorite subject during school time,
Okay.
so it's like amazing amalgamation of all these areas, and I'm finding it mind blowing.
Amazing, amazing. That's so that's so awesome, Dinesh ji. And I really want to thank you for taking time out, coming here, sharing your insights, sharing your deep knowledge around finances. And if anyone watching this video wants to get in touch with you, is it okay if I put some of your social links below in the description or in the comments? Is it fine for you?
Yes, yes, please do. And I really appreciate this opportunity, and I really enjoy talking to you. So it's like good that we get to talk. So totally enjoyable conversation.
I mean, neither of us are actually thinking about this is going live. Right? I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
makes it fun. We are on a Zoom
yeah,
call
yeah. I'm not.
and we are talking to each other.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what,
It's just like having instead of like sitting with a person, like I'm like sitting on computer and like having talk with you. So now I have started enjoying social media. I've started enjoying these technologies that it's helping me interact with people with whom interacting earlier was difficult. So technology has
Hmm,
become an enabler that way.
exactly. Exactly. I think everything, technology, money, all of these are facilitators. We just need to
Yeah,
understand their role and not, like you said, people are ruled by money. Same
yeah.
way people are ruled by technology. Like they go
Technology.
into social media, browse, swipe. They are there for 2 hours.
That's where that
Suddenly they
addiction thing
realize,
happens. Yeah, that's where
suddenly they
that
realize
addiction thing
it's
happens.
it's 2 a.m. And oh my god, I have to wake up at 6.
And that's where you started with being mindful happens. Being mindful helps. If you are mindful, you know where to put the stop it. If you are not mindful, you will not be able to put stop to it. So that
Amazing.
completes the loop basically.
Perfect, perfect. So we started and we ended there. That's the
Yeah,
entire circle complete. Amazing,
yeah,
amazing, Dinesh ji. This has been really, really an honor to interview you. I know we've spoken before, but I think the way we connected today, it got me a lot more insights about you. I know you much better as a person now, as a friend, and I hope that you keep doing amazing work. And I have this one intention for you. May you make a lot of croropatis. That's my intention for you.
that's my intention too. So we resonate, and surely it will happen. We have other people supporting us as well. So definitely it will happen.
Perfect, perfect. I want to thank you once again, those of you who are watching the recording. Whatever were your biggest takeaways, whatever were your learnings, if you were inspired, put that in the comments. Let me tell you why me, and you will see other coaches also do it, okay? Because every time you put a comment, you are taking action. Do you want to be an action taker in 2024? Do you want to be an action taker in life? Take action. Put the comment. You don't have to pay money for putting a comment, right? But if you take that just one small step, if you can write a big paragraph, lovely. But if you can just mention what was your one takeaway from this entire interview, put that. You will remember it. Your mind will think it is important. and it will remember it. And Dineshji,
Yeah, it will be
before
it will be a small step in the direction of becoming a crorepati.
perfect, perfect. So before we close, if there's one thing, one quote, or one thing that you want everyone to remember on this financial journey, what would it be?
Oh, God.
Either
There's so
quote
many.
or one lesson that you want everyone to, like solidify it in their subconscious. What would it be?
Be mindful and think and grow rich.
Think and
That's
grow
the
is a
best I
beautiful.
can tell right now.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Dinesh ji. I think we took a little longer than expected, but it was lovely conversing with you, and I hope that we keep conversing even in the future. Thank you so
Definitely.
much.
Thanks a lot.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Great. Bye.
Thank you, everyone watching. Bye bye.